Alright, you guys, so here we are back again with the 92 YZ250. So last video we started taking stuff apart. We got pretty far on it. The last thing I ended up doing was removing the bolts. The last one I have holding the engine is the swing arm. I already took off the clutch on that side. Pretty much the whole cylinder. The case on this side was already off. Other than that, we figured out that it needs a crank. The crank is pretty rock solid. So right now we're taking out the engine and we're going to split the cases. So let's get to it. Alright, you guys, so this is pretty much the swing arm bolt coming out. And then the engine should pretty much be free. I think it actually already is free. Yeah, so I'm going to just leave this so that way this doesn't fall off. Ow! Jesus Christ. Okay. So now this is all the way free. Just trying to see how I should get it. There we go. And we're out. Well, I'm pretty sure you guys saw that. I pretty much almost knocked myself out with, I think it was this, and let me tell you guys, that thing's pretty sharp. But oh well. Alright, let's split these cases, you guys. Let's get down to business, you guys. So this is just a, I think, like overflow hose. I don't know. I'll just leave that. I'm gonna start by taking off the shifter and then the stator over here. And we are leaking, which I knew was gonna happen, so I put the cardboard. 10mm for the shifter here, and she's on there tight. This is what I was telling you guys. I don't know why there's like a shit ton of grease all over this thing, but we will clean this up in the parts cleaner for sure. It's literally like chunks of grease, you guys. Literally like chunks. I always try to save the gaskets just in case, but sometimes if I know that they're like really jacked up, I'm just like, oh well, screw it. Alright, I believe this is a 17mm. 14 it is. Let me get that washer out. I usually use like a little pick and a magnet, but this one doesn't look like it's gonna fight me. And then your flywheel puller here. I believe it. Oh no, it is this side. I thought it was the smaller side, I don't know why. And it probably is gonna be reverse thread. There we are. Flywheel looks to be in good condition. Yeah, they're gonna fight me in. Yep. If you guys run into this problem, use the impact screwdriver bit. And it usually gets the job done. without messing anything up. And here we have the stator, and make sure you do not lose your Woodruff key. So first off, we're going to start by removing the clutch, and it's very, very, very important that we remember what exactly which discs went where. But if all in all, you could always look it up. And when I remove these, I always like to cross them, not just go one circle all the way around. And same thing when you're tightening them. And I don't loosen them out like all the way. I just kind of break them free. Till we're pretty much good to go. There you go. I believe this is the Clutch Boss. And I usually just kind of put these back in here. And I'll put this aside, lose them, and I'll try and keep them in a certain way so I don't mix them up. But if not, there you could always look up how to put them on. So easy as that. Definitely looks like somebody's been in here before. Not a problem. And this, I believe, is not a 27. I don't think it's the... No, this is... It's not a 27, but it's not the 1 1/4. Dang, tell me I don't have one. So we're back here with the engine from the YZ250. So the last thing we stopped on was that I didn't have the right socket for the clutch nut here. I went to Harbor Freight today, the next day, and I got it. It was a 29. I thought it was a 30. Good thing I didn't just buy a socket that was 30. It was already late by the time I was working on it yesterday. It was already like 9:40, so I didn't make it to O'Reilly's or nothing. So we got that nut off finally. And now we could take this off. And the clutch right here. So what I'm going to do is I usually try and like put everything kind of back together how it was, so I don't lose how it's supposed to go. Alright, you guys, I'm really upset right now. I don't know what the hell happened, but pretty much the camera died. Not the camera died, I'm sorry, the memory card. I don't know what happened. Basically, I took off the kickstart afterwards. I took off the snap ring from here, and then this sprocket. And then it had two 10mm bolts right here that I also took off to take off all the transmission pieces. And then also I took off the shifter, and then I ended up realizing that I found this piece, and it actually goes right here, so it's broken. So I have to figure that out now and see what I'm gonna do about that. It looks like it's already been welded before, or I don't know if it's just JB welded. I'm pretty sure it's, I don't know. But yeah, so that's what I was doing, and then the camera died. And then I loosened the 10mm bolt that's holding this in, and then there was a 1-inch bolt or nut that's holding this in. I had just taken that off, and pretty much all this should come out just like this. And I don't believe it has like a Woodruff key of any sort. No, it doesn't. So that's pretty much where I have left off. So I'm going to put the camera back on the stand. I just wanted to run through you guys with that. The transmission, it had a bunch of little pieces, so I'm going to have to figure out how those go again. I know it's like the little Woodruff keys with the springs, so we'll figure that out. Sorry you guys, every time something happens, it gets me upset because I want you guys to be walking, you know, step by step through everything with me and figuring it out as I go. And, you know, it doesn't really work like that sometimes, so unfortunately. I think the last one I got is this one right here, which looks to be holding the transmission in. I believe it is a 12mm though, maybe a 14. The two right here were 10s. This one was a 10. Yeah, I think it's a 14, yep. So that's kind of stuck in there, but there we go. So I'm pretty sure we got everything out, you guys. It looks like we should be good to go to start basically splitting the cases. So let's flip it over here to the stator side. Alright guys, so I loosened up all my bolts inside and outside so the case could split. I'm pretty sure I got just about everything. I think this is the worst part of it. Oh yeah, it's splitting. Might need some love taps, that's for sure. You can like kind of help it too with a little flathead, you know. Well, this is not that little, but with the flathead. Oh, yeah, no. That was because one of the screws was still on there pretty good, but I guess not. You don't want to like poke it too much. I think it's because of the crank bearing. Don't want to split them. Maybe just like little by little. It was pretty hard though. Not gonna lie. But it's going, you guys. And I think we're good. I'm just gonna move it all the way. Oh, that doesn't sound good. Oh, there's that for the where the gear goes to the. I'm gonna put these. Well, this one at least. I'm probably gonna put it in the parts cleaner. I don't know if I'll show that, but I'm gonna put it aside over here for now. So here we are, you guys. This is the crank. Transmission looks to be good. Thus so far. All the The dogs look good. Everything spins pretty freely. I just think it has something to do with that shifter. I don't know if it could be the forks or what it could be that was giving us so many problems, but like how I saw that the case was off, pretty much that could have been the issue. So the shifter wasn't sitting exactly where it was supposed to be. I'm gonna go ahead and push the crank fully out all the way now. But what I'm really trying to do is tear it down all the way, look through it as best as I can, and start ordering parts like the crank especially. I just want to make sure it's the right one. I can't find the VIN number on the dirt bike. I haven't really looked that good though, but I believe based on the serial number, the OEM part number that's on the cylinder, it looks like it's to be a 92. The guy told me it was a 91, so I mean, it's got to be around that ballpark. 91, 92, 93. So that's not that bad. I mean, I'm happy. It's 1 year newer. Actually, 1992 is my birthday year, so it's pretty cool. And we're in, or out, I should say. But either way, you guys. So there's the crank. It is in bad shape. It's so stiff, and I don't think I've actually shown you guys. I don't know if you can really see, but there is no bearing. It's all pretty much seized in there, and it's all like melted up. There we go. And it's so stiff, like so stiff. But I just wanted to make sure we got the right one. I already found one. It looks to be correct, but I'm gonna double check, and I found it for 100 bucks. So that's a steal on eBay. But it will take a week, so this thing is gonna be sitting here for a week. But in that time, I can clean up the bike, paint the frame, and clean up the cases, figure out that broken piece on the case, yada yada yada. But yeah, I mean, there you guys have it. This is the teardown for the splitting the cases on the YZ250. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to hit the bell for notifications when we get the new crank and start putting everything back together. It is going to be awesome. I can't wait to hear this thing run and to actually see it in great condition, as in the pre-condition that I got it in. It is going to look 10 times better. Don't worry, you guys. Everything is going to look just awesome. So I can't wait. If you guys like these kind of videos, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you guys for watching. Peace.